The sun is in my eyes, but yet it feels good standing in front of the sun. The UV rays beating into my eyes, probably taking some of my sight in the process, but that's not the point. What's up, you guys? Chet-Guthrie, the Dream Poet here, coming to you all with another fun-filled Christmas staycation series in my 12 Days of Christmas special. And today, you guys, we are at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum here in Chattanooga. And the other day, I was thinking about this when I was vlogging in downtown Chattanooga. By the way, check out my most recent video. It was pretty cool. I did not realize that I hit 3 things at once. Yeah, do check the video out, but it made me think, you know what? I want to check out some of the trains here at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. Now, they do have a Christmas event here at the museum. They have the Polar Express, and they have two other trains that go out. Now, sadly enough, I kind of missed the boat on that. They only do it like every weekend during the December month. Oh, cool! Look at that car right there. It's been a while since I've seen those. The Southern. Anyway, they go out, and that's how they do it. Anyway, it's about a 3-mile trek. I think it's about 3 miles. It's been a while since I've ridden on one of the trains. But one of the cool things about this is they also have these train cars set up and festive with all the lights and whatnot. And that is one really cool caboose. It says Wabash. Wabash, Wabash. And they got an L&N caboose right over there. You know what? Kind of makes me think about some of those cabooses that I saw out there in near Middle Tennessee that I filmed last year. By the way, that was a very interesting experience. I still thank that one friend of mine who showed me that. And during the holiday season, they also have here at the museum the, I think it's like a tea party or tea event, which they take you on the tracks and you drink tea. By the way, it is not the night just yet, but you can see some dinner stuff, dinner lights. And I'm guessing this is how you get to the top of one of these trains that goes out about every weekend. Yay! We have more candy canes. Now hopefully you all can hear me a little bit better. I was right next to one of those cars as it was running. I don't think you all could have heard me to save my life. But that's not the point. I just enjoy these trains, these big giant behemoths that once dominated the industrial landscape. Speaking of that, here is an old TVA diesel locomotive. Now, I believe this was donated to the museum. It's originally from the Gallatin fossil plant. They do have a historical placard that talks about it just a little bit. The F-3060, built by the Fairbanks Morse Company in 1958 for the Tennessee Valley Authority, or TVA. Looks like it worked from 1958 to about 1992 when it was finally decommissioned. And by the way, check out that black diesel locomotive. I think that's one of the locomotives that goes out for the holidays. And look at that. Look at the garland that seemingly hangs right over the tracks. That right there is a train crane. And if you look hard enough, it does look like it is decorated for the holiday season. Looks like mostly for the night. I don't know. Hopefully we'll be able to catch a little bit of this right as the sun goes down. You know what? I probably should have come out sooner, but I guess that's not the point in a sense. Then again, how much of this could you actually see during the night? I mean, it would be cool to see the train cars lit up themselves, but then again, how much of it could you all actually enjoy? By the way, look at the size of that big giant dump thing. That is huge. Well, I will say the sun is about to go down here in a minute. It's like 4:30 as of the filming of this video during this time. Sun goes down in about an hour. You can already kind of see that the Nutcracker or toy soldier, it is lit up partially, but we really can't see it. Although this is pretty cool. They have a snowman and they have a reindeer, and right next to the reindeer and the snowman they have one of the southern rail cars that goes out. Very holly jolly. Now we're kind of seeing some lights that we can actually see. So technically, under the shadow of the trains, you can see some lights. Hopefully by the time it gets dark, we'll see the lights that are out by the Railroad Museum itself. That's pretty cool. The lights. That one rail car is pretty well lit up. And there we go. There are some lights we can actually see right in front of the depot and right next to the very loud train car. That is pretty. Check that out. They're waving as if saying, come ride with us and we'll take your money. And check this out. This is right in front of the museum itself. Look at the size of that bear. And look at the size of that railroad sign. That is pretty cool. Some bulbs, Christmas tree with presents, Charlie Brown Christmas tree. That is so cool. Check out the size of that bear. By the way, if you are curious to learn a little bit more about the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, it operates over 3 miles near the original East Tennessee, Virginia, and Georgia Railroad right-of-way, using pre-1930 equipment to the East Chattanooga terminus. Line passes through 984-foot-long Missionary Ridge Tunnel built in 1852 to 1854. The only horseshoe railway tunnel in the state. So yeah, that's a pretty cool, unique thing about the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. Oh, and that's cool. Check out this little dolly. I saw one of those back when we went to Thurmond, West Virginia, but it was a recreation. And look at the little kid train. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Although it does look like there is a little bit of, well, what I thought was ice, but that's actually rock. It's kind of cool how they have all that set up. Although it does look like that one train wheel is on its last wheel. And that's one of the things that I wanted to see while we came here to the museum. I really wanted to see the coal train that they have here. I think that's meant for the Polar Express. There are quite a few trains here, or I should say train cars. You know what? I'm wondering if maybe the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum is hiring, or at least will be hiring soon. I'll have to look into that. That'd be a fun part-time job to work with the locomotives at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. Actually, that would be a dream job. Who knows, maybe one day I could have the chance to actually run one of these big, giant, steam-breathing giants. Big, giant, steam-breathing giants. Yeah, I said that. Look, there's the diesel locomotive 5000. Yeah, I'm not seeing the other locomotive that they have. I think that's more for their Polar Express. It might be at the other end of the museum, because there is another spot, a point B, I guess you could say, and that's their rail yard where they do a lot of repairs of these trains and whatnot. But today we're not going to be checking that out, just because well, we're on kind of a time crunch. But let's check these trains out. Now, if you have kept up with channels like mine and Andy's Journeys, you all will know that the Chattanooga Choo Choo has been doing some renovations. They call it the chalet now, or chalet. I know it's a fancy French term, I guess you could say. But in the process of renovating this area, this old terminal, the city of Chattanooga, or may have been the city, may have actually been a partnership. They took some of these old passenger cars and they refurnished them over here at the museum. I'm not sure what they will be doing with them yet, but it looks like they are starting to renovate them. And here they are. Just sitting here, looks like they may have gotten a new paint job. It's very interesting how they put them on just one particular set of tracks, but they like, I don't know, maybe this is just my OCD kicking in, but it's like, I don't know, I guess I should really feel that that should connect to that in the event that in some weird weather event or pattern, what have you, it pushes this big giant train car into the dirt, and therefore having to spend a couple $1,000s to move it back on the tracks. But hey, I'm not complaining, I'm not an engineer, but I don't know, that just weighs on my conscience. Let's see what else they have. Well, looks like the top is a little bit worn out. There's some of the spray paint from when they moved them, so I guess maybe they still haven't done a paint job on it yet. I guess that's neither here nor there though. I still think that they're probably going to turn them into some kind of miniature sized hotel, maybe Airbnb. I'm not quite sure yet, but it would be interesting to see what that would look like. And I'm a little sad that I didn't get to see my favorite train that is here at the museum. But that could just be because, well, that big giant steam engine is it is for the Polar Express that they do here at the museum. So I guess I could probably see that it's probably on the other end of the museum, about 3 miles. I think it's about 3-5 miles down where the camera's pointing. I guess they really want to have a very big meaningful entrance when they see the big giant train coming through to pick up the children's. Yeah, the children's. Check this out, and this is really interesting. It's one of the old Park Mobile signs back when this thing was a part of the Chattanooga Choo Choo. Who would have thought that that would still be there? That's pretty interesting. Oh my goodness. Oh, and dude, check that out. You guys got to check this out. Ooh, there comes the train. But anyway, as I was saying, a couple of years back, the Incline Railway, they did a renovation on their cars. Anyway, they pulled them off the tracks, they renovated everything, and well, the Incline Railway cars that you see there today, they're only a couple of years old. But you got to check this out. This is where one of the old ones is. Here beyond this fence is one of the old railway cars of the Incline Railway. So this is where it wound up being. Who would have thought? Kind of glad that they have it gated off though. That would make sense. Just make sure that nobody does anything dumb. But again, I don't even think my friend Andy's Journeys would have known about that. How cool. So that is where one of the Incline Railway cars wound up at. Behind that fence. Who would have thought But awesome. You can finally see some more Christmas lights. The sun is going down. Yes. Got some bells, candy canes, garland, or, well, I guess that would be the mistletoe. A green candy cane, and a pink set of bells. So it looks like this entire fence is strung up. How interesting. Looks like it goes all the way down there for a bit of ways. Huh, interesting. It all leads up to this, up to the exhibit building. That is really cool. Check out those murals right there. That's pretty cool. That is a Dinky Line locomotive right there. I wonder if that's one of the Dinky Line locomotives that I saw in that barn a few years back. Oh yeah, and these were the steam locomotives I was talking about. This is what I really came to see, but they're not really up. This is really, really awesome. Oh yeah, did also mention they've got a turnaround. Yeah, they got a turnaround. You know what? I'll have to come back here in the future to see that. I've never been in the exhibit hall. It looks like it is a rather newer building. So I guess, yeah, it'll be on the list. Exhibit building. Although it's pointing in that direction, but we're leaving. But looks like it's open from 9:30 to 5. So keep that for future reference. We'll have to come back here again. That is neat. Look at all the various different candles that lead up to the exhibit building. It's as if we walked completely backwards. But I digress. Season's greetings. That is one big sign and a great way to celebrate. Season's greetings. Okay, now that we have waited long enough, we can actually see the lights. Or for the most part, I don't know. Still kind of regretting that I didn't come at night. I say that as the sun is still blaring in my eyes. But that was cool to see where the incline is now and what happened to the rail cars that were at the Chattanooga Choo Choo. Not sure if you can see it, but there is an elf engineer that is waving people down. Or at least I'm assuming anyway. But check out the size of these train lights. These big giant box cars filled with light toys. I guess that'd be light toys, I'm guessing. That's a beautiful sunset over the hill, by the way. That is really pretty as the sun is going down. See, it's a twain. And these nutcrackers are definitely lit up. Or maybe nutcrackers, toy soldiers. I don't know if they're nutcrackers or toy soldiers. But still, that is pretty cool to see them at the front gates, bringing people in. I really wish I could go on one of these train rides. That would be awesome, but I don't know. Money stuff happens. And well, I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory. That is so neat. Just watching the hands go up and down, up and down, up and down. And the sun is in my eyes. Still, that's not gonna stop me from showing you guys these Christmas lights that are here. It's like some kind of truck. No, obviously that's a tree right there. I'm guessing maybe another dump truck. Dump truck right next to a Christmas tree. I'm thinking so. And by the way, here's the advertisement. There we go. The North Pole limits. Tickets on sale now. And the holiday lights train. I think that one's the one. Well, no. I'm guessing it's probably the North Pole Limited, the one that's going out tonight, that I keep seeing so many people for. And I guess they really want to make it known to the North Pole, pointing that way. Although I'm heading this way. I wonder what happens if I head the other way, not going to the North Pole. Probably see some awesome lights. Like this deer right here. See, look, it's like a running deer. Boom. Boom. See if I do it again. And boom. Yeah, at least say I'm a little bit of a simple person. For example, here are some more trees. And there's those deers again. Deers. That is grammatically improper. The deer. The deer's running and jumping. Crap, I said deers again. Well, anyway, guys, this is going to be another Christmas Day another 12 days of Christmas staycation vlog. This was fun. Saw some stuff that I didn't realize that the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum had done. They have done a lot of renovations since I was last year, and that was, well, yeah, last year. They've changed a lot. But anyway, guys, this will have to be another vlog for another day. There are some things here that I do want to see, and I haven't taken a train ride here since I was a kid, so that'll probably be on my list in the future as well. But anyway, guys, remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Always means a lot. Goes to show that y'all care and that y'all want to see more awesome videos. So without further ado, you guys, this vlog is over.